The rain fell for 3 days and 3 nights. It soaked every rooftop, every tree root, every parched field. The rivers overflowed with laughter. Seeds hidden deep in the earth stirred and stretched. The earth drank and it remembered. By the 4th morning, Willowmere was reborn. The cherry trees bloomed a second time, confused by the blessing. Farmers ran their hands through wet soil with reverence, whispering thanks. Elder Marin declared the return of the rain a miracle and rang the village bell for the first time in months. But no one knew what had been given to bring it. No one except Anya. She emerged from her cottage quietly after finishing a second golden tapestry, a cloth of comfort woven in silence, bearing no pattern except a glowing swirl across its center, like the curl of a rising sun. She folded it gently into a basket, added small bundles of herbs from her garden, and walked into town. The villagers greeted her with awkward smiles. They hadn't forgotten their coldness, how they'd turned away when she tried to help. But they didn't quite know how to apologize either, and Anya, with her calm eyes and steady step, did not speak of it. She simply handed out the cloth. To the widow who had lost her son, a shawl that warmed like a hug. To the boy who hadn't slept in weeks, a pillow cover that smelled faintly of spring rain. To the farmer who had wept at his empty well, a scarf that brought tears of joy instead. Each piece glowed softly, never bright but alive. Word began to spread again. She's weaving without a spindle. Golden thread, just one strand. No, it's not thread, it's something else. Something sacred. By sunset, villagers gathered outside her cottage. Not to demand or bargain, but to thank. Some brought warm bread, others brought music. One child brought a daisy crown and placed it silently at her doorstep. And as they stood there, Anya stepped outside. She held nothing in her hands. No cloth, no magic, only truth. The rain returned because something old and strong was restored, she said softly. Not by gold or spells or cleverness, but by love freely given. She paused, glancing down at her empty palms. I gave what I could, and the world answered. For a long moment, there was silence. Then Elder Marin stepped forward and bowed low, his eyes wet. You gave us more than rain, he said. You gave us back ourselves. One by one, the villagers followed. Not with applause, not with praise, but with quiet nods and eyes full of gratitude. It was not worship, it was recognition. And that night, for the first time since the drought began, music returned to Willowmere. Fiddles and flutes, tambourines and feet tapping on stone. Laughter echoed beneath the stars. Families shared food and songs around bonfires, and stories bloomed in the warm air. The sacrifice had been made, the spindle was gone. But something far greater had taken its place, and she wasn't alone.